not married though, but he has a baby mama. I say, eh? You say? You have what? Oh my God, yo. You will not gonna have babies for somebody that is not your husband. And then he will not gonna be telling a little girl, that is me, that that she's not my level. Oh. As I was sitting down there with this guy, in my head, I was just saying, this man is never gonna see me again. Again. This thing lets me go sometimes. Girl, please. Chelsea, come on now. How he has the courage to go after pretty girls because he knows he has the funds to go after them. Put your money where your mouth is and actually shut up. Like, people need to. You will not die. Close your mouth.
Yours, mine, ours. I could do this for hours.
Hey besties, welcome back to my channel. If you're seeing this beautiful face for the first time, welcome in and welcome to the gang. Please don't make it your last. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to do that and turn on post notifications to be notified whenever I upload a new video. Everything I say in this video is basically my first-hand experience, and my opinions may not align with yours, and that's fine because we are different humans. It's okay for opinions to differ. My story, and if you're not okay with that, I think the course is just to carry. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. We're going to be talking my worst first date experience, like the very first date I had this with this person. As I was sitting down there with this guy, in my head I was just saying, this man is never gonna see me again. If you guys see me looking down, that's because I have a phone here, so I put a few things down so I wouldn't forget some. But before we get into that, we are going to be calling him, what are we going to be calling him? Let's name him James. So yeah, how we met. I was going out with my sister. My sister had to stop to buy something, but then I was going further because I had a shoot that day. I was going to shoot that day. So I was going out, I was going to the studio where I was scheduled to shoot that day. Like along where I stayed, and this car stops was now calling our attention. I didn't even know the person was calling for my attention. It was my sister. I brought it to my knowledge. I was not like, someone is calling me. So because he looks like he was probably in his late 30s or early 40s, but he looked way older than I am. So I was like reluctant to answer him. So I went to him, he greeted, then, the usual, he asked for my number. I gave it to him. And then after he drove out, my sister was not like telling me that this man had actually stopped her in that same spot that he stopped us and collected her number before. And then I was like, then I'm not like, you go around our city stopping and collecting girls' number every single time to the point that you collected two sisters' number. You didn't even remember that you collected my sister's number, and now you're collecting my number. Make it make sense. So after she had told me all of that, I already had like, prejudice towards him. Like, so in the course of all this, we got talking. So he was now trying to fix dates. But because I was already clear in my head that I'm obviously there's no future for I and this man, so I was trying to sneak my way out of it. He'll tell me this, when he calls me for this, I'll tell him this, I'll tell him that. We know those silly excuses we gave, how we are busy, how something came up. One peaceful afternoon, he calls me, asked me my plans for the day. I told him that I was going out with my friends that evening. Okay, so he now asked me for the next day. I was like, I will let him know later in the evening. Like, he now called me the next day to confirm our plans for that day. Then I was not like, oh, okay, that less busy. He was not like, oh, okay, let's do 8 p.m. I said 8 p.m. You want me to leave my house, dress up and leave my house by 8 p.m. to go on the first date with someone I barely know? I was not telling him that I'm not going to go with him, or that I don't like going out with someone I barely know by 8 p.m. Then he goes, is it because you're afraid? And it pisses me off when someone you just met is trying to see you late in the night. Let's do late in the night, and then you're refusing because you barely know this person, not because you're scared of this person, but because even if you're even scared, it's because it's a crazy world we live in. We keep seeing how girls keep, getting harmed and all of that. So there's nothing wrong with being scared. But honestly, I just wasn't scared. And the fact that he was not like, oh, that am I scared that he doesn't like going out during the day, that he likes going out in the evening because he doesn't want people to see him. And I remember that he told me that he just came back. I'm not, this is giving something is up. This is giving, what are you hiding from? This is given, do you have a wife that's probably gonna see us outside? Do you understand? So when I heard all of that, I was like, I told him, me, I'm not going to leave my house by 8 p.m. and come out. So if you're not going to work with my time, then this date is not going to work. And then he now says, oh, okay, let's do 7 p.m. I told him no, 5 p.m. so that I can come back in and rest because I'm not going to stay. I didn't plan to spend all night outside. Do you understand? I didn't plan to stay that long outside. Then finally, he now agreed to my time and then he comes to pick me up. In the course of getting to know each other, I now asked this man, please, oh, because like I said earlier, I believe that he's in his late 30s or early 40s. So I now asked him, are you married? He said, no. I asked him, do you have a wife out of the country? He says, no, that he doesn't. So then he now goes to say, oh, no, that he's not married though, but he has a baby mama. I say, eh? You say? You have what? Oh my God, oh. So he now says that he has a baby mama, but she is in the village. She's in the village. I was like, you have a baby mama. Why is she in the village with your child? I thought you live outside the country. You're supposed to go and live with it. He now says that. He say, that he's no more feeling here again, or that she's no more in his level. And you see, the moment you see why I'm always against having babies until there's a ring on it. Even the ones that there's a ring on it, there's still problem. You will not gonna have babies for somebody that is not your husband, and then he will not gonna be telling a little girl that is me that she's not more in my level, oh, that she's this, she's that. This thing lets men go sometimes. Girl, please, Chelsea, come on now. Chelsea, come on now. Honestly, like let's when he said that, that was already a red flag to me. But as a buddy that I am, I kept my mouth shut. I didn't say nothing. In the course of the date, so he was now, tooting his horn, how he runs a successful business, how people in Nigeria are not exposed, how it's hard to talk to people in Nigeria, how he has met beautiful women, how he has met this race, like when this race and this race and this race come together, they birth beautiful children, how he has the courage to go after pretty girls because he knows he has the funds to go after them. Oh man, man. Do you know what icked me? Yeah, it's not the fact that he may have money. That's his business. Like basically, you can have all the money you claim to have, but nothing concern me. Now the one way you give me, now I go use measure you. Sure you get. So it's not. I don't have a problem with him having the money he says he has, even if I don't know he has. If I don't know if he has it or not. I don't know. My problem is, you say you have all these things. Hmm? Why are you telling me? Why are you using your mouth to tell me? Why not let me discover it? Because when this man starts talking too much, just know that that is all they have to offer. They literally be talking because they have to prove a point to you. They have to impress you so that you're like, oh my god, this one has this, so let me follow him. Oh. Bro, it's 2023. I do not give a I don't care what you have, bro, because in the long run it belongs to you. It doesn't belong to me. Do you understand? So this man, we were not talking though. On top of all these stories he was telling me, do you know that he even went to the extent of showing me his contact list? He now started telling me how that he even has a house in Lekki, oh, that he's going to go to Lekki soon, oh, that do I want to come, oh. I say me, God I beg you. Into your hands, Lord, I commit my spirit. Because nobody is gonna ruin my beautiful life. Do you know those days where you go and the man is talking so much that you don't even talk? Let's say he went to the date on Tuesday. So he now told me during that day that he's going back to Lekki on maybe say on the Friday. So on Friday, let's say he now went back to Lekki, then he was now coming back. I went out for a brunch date that day. He now called me on the phone. So he now says that he's currently looking for gifts to buy. He's trying looking for like he's coming back soon. So he's in the mall. He's looking for what to get me. Like what do I want? I thought he could get me a perfume. Then he was not like cannot really tell the ones I would like. So I now told him, okay, cool. If you don't know the ones I like, you can get me a wristwatch, or you can get me a bracelet, or you could just get me jewelry. Just get me something cute. So he now says, okay, that he's gonna get it. I said, he now came back. Then one day, oh, he now called me. He has come back. Oh, that can I come to his house and cook for him? Hey, I could not believe my ears. I said, I had to tell him, sorry, I didn't get you. What did you say? And he now repeats himself because I thought maybe it was a mistake. He did not know what he said. So I was not like, why will I come to your house and cook for you? So I should leave my house, come to your house and cook for you as per the wife he kept somewhere that is going to come back and cook for you whenever you please. So he was not like, because I showed displeasure and irritation from what he said, he was not like that. He's just joking, that he was just testing me. See, whenever I meet somebody and the person is like, I'm just testing you, it irritates me so much that after that had happened, so one day he now texts me on WhatsApp and he's not like, call me, I don't have airtime. You're telling me to call you, you don't have airtime. What's that? I told him no, I don't want to call you. I don't have anything to say to you. So he now starts telling me again that it was a test. You see my problem with these men in their late 30s, early 40s? Yeah, my problem with them is that I'm not trying to generalize them, just talk on my experience. They're always manipulative. They're always looking for a young girl, like a young girl that they feel that is young, that hasn't really had much experiences in life, that they'll just prey on, that they'll just get into her head and, remodel her, recreate her, like make a new person out of this girl. That was what he was honestly trying to do. And that aches me. So when he told me that thing on WhatsApp that he was just testing me, I was one text away from typing, glad I failed the test. But I now showed it to my sister. My sister was not like I should just ignore him. The thing pissed me off that I was like, what the heck is this? So all of that was building up. Then finally he now called me later on. I was not like, that he just saw someone pass. He was driving and saw someone pass. Was that me? I said, no, it wasn't me, that I'm home. So I tell him, oh, it's true that where's the gift that you brought back from your so-called trip? When are you going to come and give it to me? Or, when are you bringing my gift? Then he's like, that when he called me to ask me about the gift too, that I was acting somehow. So his friends were not like, please, even this girl that you're buying for gifts that is acting somehow. I told him, is it because you're buying gifts? Am I supposed to fall on my feet and worship you like Messiah? Sorry, no verse. Ma binu. I'm like, sir, all this thing you're saying holds no water. The long and short of this story is, where is the gift? He now starts telling me he was just looking for silly excuses here and there. But everything he was saying just did not make sense to me. He was just really hated when some people are all talk, no action. Like, put your money where your mouth is and shut the F up. Like people need to. You will not die. Close your mouth. Okay? So besties, that was a lot of stories. I'm not really going to dive into so much details. I feel like this is enough for us to, have a chat. So besties, if you had similar experiences like this, don't forget to, put your comments down there. Let's talk. Like, when we are talking about men in their 20s being immature, like they're always childish and immature, they really, how they act. And then when we say, okay, let's stop dealing with these babies and actually deal with men, grown men. These men I don't even know which one is worse. Like, I don't even know which one is worse. The problem. So besties, that brings us to the end of today's video. Don't forget to leave your comments in the comment section. Let's talk, okay? Don't forget to give this video a big fat thumbs up. Don't forget to do that. Comment, subscribe. Yeah, subscribe. And turn on post notifications to be notified whenever I upload a new video. And I'll see you all in my next video, same time next week. Bye.
Baby, read the fine print. I've got baggage and it's all Gucci. Don't get too attached to me. Everybody act like the answer. One love like in the movies. Wasting precious time assuming